Dr Pamela Williams, thanks for talking to us. So you've been awarded Australia Day Honours. How did this feel for you personally?
I feel that it's interesting to be recognised by my peers and people that I don't know who did it yet, that they recognise that the work that I've done has helped the wider community.
How did it feel when you first found out the news?
Well, it was interesting because when I got it, I happened to be at the letterbox with a friend and I said, oh, it's another invitation to Government House, because I've been through that with National Council of Women. And she said, open it. And I opened it and I shut it and she said, what is it? And I said, I'm not going to tell you. She said, what is it? And so eventually she said, I want to see it. So I showed her, and she was the one who put the work together, I found out later. And I said to her, if you hadn't been there, I wouldn't have accepted it, because I just like doing what I do for me.
You've done a lot of work with breast cancer awareness. What can you tell me about the work that you've done?
I had breast cancer myself in 1997, so I'm a long time survivor. And I was lucky that I have an excellent GP who I can talk to. I said, well, I think I've got these options. I can just ignore it. I can wait 6 months, or I can go now. And so she said, I've just been through the same thing myself. And I said, well, what did you do? And she said, I went to this particular surgeon. So I went to this surgeon and he and I got on really well together, and they all were willing to talk to me and answer my questions. And even a radiologist said, when my husband asked, how does it work? She said, we don't know. And I thought, that's fantastic, at least. But then she went on to say, but we know this. And so I felt as if I was not a victim. I was in control of my own health. And then just talking, because I took 6 months sick leave I was at university, and I had people ringing me up and saying, you're really open about what's happened to you. Can I ask you some questions? And I realised that there was a pattern to these questions, and that you really had to encourage people to talk and realise that they were in control. And if you're in control, you feel as if you're healthy and you're not a victim anymore. And if you know what's going to happen to you, you're more prepared, and I believe that you survive. I've been on a few MSAC, medical sciences groups, and a couple of 3 or 4 committees through National Breast Cancer Centre, recognising consumer participation.
Do you think raising awareness for breast cancer is one of the more difficult challenges that you face? Yes,
I think it is, because breasts have got a particular view out in the public, and it is a very, well, I'm not hung up about breasts because I haven't got much, but it's part of your being a woman that you have breasts. So I think it is an issue that's confronting to people, like prostate cancer.
Now, you yourself are a breast cancer survivor. What would be your advice to women who have just found out that they've got breast cancer?
I tell them to ask a lot of questions to make sure that they're very happy with the specialists that they've been put in contact with. A lot of within the breast surgeons, you get to know which type of person they are.
How important is it for women to get tested for breast cancer?
I feel very strongly that they should get checked. There's been a lot of recent publicity about the negative aspects of having mammograms. I've just finished a term on breast screen. They say they're a harms cause, but if you ask women whether they see it as a harm, that they might have found a very small cancer that may not have developed, most women would say that they'd prefer to know. And so therefore, from the women's point of view, may not be a harm. But we don't have the research to to show that yet. No, that's a kind of qualitative research. That's an area that's missing. So even though it hurts for a short time, I think it's worth knowing.
Dr Pamela Williams, thanks for your time.
Thank you.